Hello, Bill Jordan here. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. If you're a painter, a sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know. The best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview. Why is that? It resonates with them on the soul level. That's the collective unconscious, all right? And that's where we live. We live on that level. It's not about in the head. It happens on the feeling level first. You know, that's where the decisions are really made. And we know this is true because, information, facts, even though we have facts about whether we should do something or not do something, the feeling level, the need level, the desire level will overcome that. Okay. So now, what I want to talk about now is like, oh yes. As a visual storyteller, as a visual writer, as a visual entertainer, one of the things that you do for us is that you help us make us secure with a story that tells us how to navigate. In other words, like by your telling your story to me, you're making me feel comfortable in the fact that I can make it too, because listening to your story, I said, yeah, I can relate to that. Like, we have stories like the rap industry stories, those stories of guys who coming from hard circumstances, and they have to sell drugs and they get shot and they're about to be, oh, excuse me, that's boring. I met these guys, right? I knew they were in the hip hopper thing, these rap guys. They were from New Orleans. They were really big guys. I mean, like 5x5 guys, huge guys. And one of the guys, his rationale for doing what he was doing was that he wanted to get out of selling drugs. And he had to sell drugs, according to his thinking, for his daughter. I said, there was nothing else you could do besides selling drugs? And he says, oh, no. We know that's a bunch of crap. That's where he gravitated, right? So his thing was, he sold drugs, he got out of that, and he got into the rap industry. And he was qualified to be, an official rap guy because he did the official stuff. And, how they got out. And so I'm asking you, why can't you tell me your story, how you got out, and for whatever it is that you got out from? Because everybody doesn't want to, who wants to hear about, killing people all day long? I don't want to hear about that. I mean, there's so many other stories that people have, that you have. For example, like, some people, I heard about this lady, she had some horrible thing with, not well, it's horrible, but, where her family members were all jacked up and her husband had to take care of her husband, and her son got ill, and she was just taking care of people. And her stamina, her resilience, it makes me wonder, why do people do stuff like that? What makes them so tough? You know what I mean? To hear a story like that that's refreshing. It makes you think that, wow, that's cool, man. Like there's hope for me yet. That's what stories do. So when you look at your visual stories, some of them, most of them are like, very placid, very, demure. Very few of them have any real, kind of friction on them. If a person draws or paints a scene of some horrible event in the street, someone getting shot, or makes a political poster or something like that, it's not really accepted. It has to be, non-emotional. Emotional only from the standpoint that it makes me feel good. It doesn't challenge my existing beliefs in any way. It just makes me feel good about what I know and the people I know. And there we go. That's it. That's good, right? Well, nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna, condemn that. However, I expect, I thought you were more than that, and my question is, where did I go wrong? I mean, where did I go wrong in thinking that you were about raising people to a higher level through your work? Okay, and that's what your story does. It helps me make sense out of life. That's why you have to tell not only your visual story, you have to put your audio story with it. It's just a no-brainer, guys. And I know it'll take time, but that's the way it rolls, bro. I'm at 201-790-3368. My name is Bill like Clinton. You're like Michael. Peace out.